and we are just about ready to go. The tip is coming on the way. We have Kenny, Smiley, Peterson, Izzo, and Horn for the Skippers, and the tip is controlled by the Skippers. It's going to be Smith, Famagetti, Grasso, Galonio, and Hopkins for the Falcons. Into Smiley early, and Horn's a little long. Tough start for the Skippers. And it'll still be Falcon basketball.
North Kingstown starts out in their token man-to-man defense.
I'm sure we'll see that for most of the night, Scotty.
I would think so. Cranston West, however, started in the 2-3.
And Big Red's out with their big guy Hopkins on the perimeter for now. Good play by Smiley.
Nice block there by Jamel.
Cross court to Mason. Tough pass, but he gets there. Smiley into Big Red. Big Red's going to get lost in all these red jerseys tonight.
Cranston West looks like they're going to force NK to shoot outside.
Oh, almost in by Izzo and collected by the Falcons.
Nice
Grasso looked to push, but Izzo took it away. Passes it off to Kenny. Kenny will set it up. 3 right away by Kenny, no good. Rebound, Famagetti. We'll see a lot of him.
Hopefully NK can hit their threes like they did last game.
They should get a lot of good looks. Smiley on Famagetti to start, not Izzo. Izzo has Smith. We'll see. And they dropped into a 2-3 zone, it looks like. Nope, still in the man-to-man. Famagetti up and under, blocked by Smiley, but Smiley cannot retain control of the ball. Will stay with the Falcons.
Nice block there, though, by Will.
The Skippers active in the post-on defense early, and that will be important. Cranston West finally a team with some size. We've been playing teams with no size in the post, but West definitely has some size. Izzo all alone. No good. Cannot miss layups, especially early. Grasso sets it up for the Falcons. He's got Kenny on him. Kenny almost takes it away. Up and in. Nice take by Galonio.
Good finish there by the big guy inside. Tough move. Way to be strong.
And the Skippers down 2-0 early. 13:45 to go in the first. The jumper by Izzo is no good.
I think we're going to see Jay Owen soon. Guy that can really stroke the ball a little more than Izzo.
Hopkins 2 up fakes. Fouled on his 3rd attempt. 1 up once, 1 up twice, and the 3rd time was the charm. He got to the line. And Thomas calling for his players to get the ball on the baseline.
Yeah, I think Thomas is a little unhappy about how NK's attacking that 2-3 on the other end.
Hopkins to the line for 2. First shot is up and good. 1 more for Hopkins. Second free throw is up and good as well. An early 4-0 lead for the Falcons. 13:34 to go in the first. The Skippers need to get the ball inside.
There they go. Right, that's the key
Peterson to Smiley. That's the secret recipe. Up and in by Smiley. What do you know?
That's what they've been doing all year, really successfully. Getting the ball into the post and then finding easy layups.
Thomas calls for the ball baseline. They go there. What do you know? They get a bucket. He's the coach for a reason. Smith working on Izzo. Back to Famagetti. He's going to put it into their big guy Hopkins in the post. Famagetti will shoot it. Doesn't on this occasion. Now he will. It's a deep 3, no good. The Skippers need to box out.
Got to get those.
Galonio is going to be a lot to handle.
You need to get those rebounds. Can't give up second chance opportunities.
I think the Skippers just are not used to playing a team with size inside. Back outside to Kenny. Plenty of time. He shoots the 3. No good. Jamel with a nice rebound. A nice little mid-range shot for Brad. That's his shot.
There we go, on the offensive boards.
Will Smiley imposing his will. And we'll see a lot of Will imposing his will tonight. So I had to.
Those play on words, oh my.
I'll keep him to a minimum.
All right, good.
Smiley on Famagetti. Doing a good job. Famagetti almost loses it. And it'll be Grasso. Around Kenny.
A nice block. Good play there, though, by Danny Hopkins to seal off and give his guard a free lane to the basket.
And Andrew Galonio is having his way inside right now. The Skippers need to adjust in the post. And there they go, inside the horn. And bounces around, no good. Waiting for the call. It'll stay with the Falcons. The Skippers, excuse me. Nope, the Falcons. I'm all over the place.
Uh-oh, Alex. Court's checking in now for Nate. That'll give North Kingstown more of an advantage against the 2-3. Maybe another perimeter shooter.
Hurts them defensively a little bit, but Izzo missed his first 2 shots, so he's getting a rest. Smith working on Lopez. Kenny's got Grasso now. Famagetti fouled. Do you think Smiley goes the approach of letting Famagetti shoot to not slap him on the way by, or does he play him up close and risk him getting by him on the way to the basket? Tough pass into Famagetti.
Nice steal there by Will. That's a good question. I think Will's going to play off a little bit, although he does think he can guard anybody.
Big Red up strong, and he gets fouled. Yeah, Famagetti's going to look to go to the hole if he can. He's got guys who can rebound the basketball for him if he misses. And we'll see if he settles into a perimeter game or a post game. That's been the big thing against people who play the Skippers this year. Do their big guys who can shoot the ball play inside or outside?
It's true.
Pearson's first free throw is good.
This slow pace is definitely favoring the 2-3 zone that Cranston West likes to play. They like to slow it up. They know that they're the underdog here tonight, so the longer they can keep this game close, I think it favors them.
And the second free throw bounces around, and Big Red wills it in. It is an 8-6 Falcon lead with 11-12 to go in the first half.
Good decision here by Coach Thomas to get the press. Not a lot of energy right now on either side of the basket for NK.
The press can really energize this team. They press well and they break the press well, so everything about the press is usually good for the Skippers.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of energy right now.
Right, this place is kind of dead.
Exactly.
So they got to pick it up themselves.
Exactly, it's up to them. Get the crowd
Smiley
going.
to the floor, Horn to the floor. And it's going to stay with the Falcons. You like to see the hustle. It's part of picking themselves up we just talked about. Thomas calling out for tight defense. Smith passes up the first shot to fade away. Good rebound by Brad and a good outlet pass up ahead to Lopez. By Smith to the hole, a little deep. And it's off Brad.
But that's a good play for NK. They want to get out, they want to run, because that's what they're good at. That's their strength, is running up and down the court.
And a 30-second timeout taken by the Skippers as they trail 8-6 here with 10:37 to go in the first half. What do you think the Skippers need to do to climb out of this early deficit?
I mean, just got to play on. Only down by 2 points.
It is a
here.
small deficit.
Yeah, I mean, we're early on here, down by 2, not playing really well, not really excited. Maybe they're overlooking past this game a little bit.
You would hate to see that, but they're not playing to their strengths. They're not.
I think in the last minute they made the adjustments to turn up the pressure, turn up the tempo, and when they're running, that's when they're at their best. So let's hope that they continue that.
Cranston West does not want this game to become a transition basketball game. So we'll see if the Skippers can get out, and he gives it off to Smith. Smith will walk it up. A 2-point lead for the Falcons. Lopez still has Smith. Smiley still on Famagetti. He's limited him so far. We'll see if that trend continues. Peterson challenges Hopkins. Good job keeping Hopkins on the perimeter by Peterson. Smith appeared to step out, no call. There's Famagetti going to the hole. And it'll stay with Cranston West.
Cranston's using almost every second of the shot clock every time down the court. Definitely favors them to slow the pace, like we've said before.
And Anderson checks into the game for Horn, who will take a rest. The ball being slapped around, and it'll stay with West. And I know we talk about contrast of styles a lot, but we definitely have one here tonight. You have a team like the Skippers who want to get out and run and gun and get in transition if they can and run this Cranston West team into the ground, but Cranston West certainly wants to keep this, like, milk the shot clock, like you said. Nice pass by Grasso.
Get it into that kid right there.
And another basket for Galonio. It's at least 8 for him.
Nice shot there by Big Red.
Let's see if Big Red can put the team on his back here, Scotty. Smith right by Lopez will pull it back out. Eat some clock. With a 10-8 lead, 9:40 to go in the first half. Grasso by Kenny. Easy take. Oh, bounces out.
Tough roll.
Maybe the Skippers will learn their lesson and lock him up next time. Kenny right by Smith to the hole himself. Tough take by Kenny.
That was
Mason
a heck of a
Kenny
shot right there.
What can you say? You can't say enough about this kid. He makes plays.
He's been doing that his whole basketball career, going to the basket strong, but he's really developed into a really great finisher around the basket.
Acrobatic take by Smith, no good. Lopez will bring it up. Hands off to Kenny, he'll set the offense. 9 minutes to go here in the first, and we are tied at 10. Travel on Lopez on the sideline.
We're not used to these low-scoring games. We're used to the running gun.
That's right. J.O.'s going to check into the game. That's Justin O'Connor for Will Smiley, who did a great job early. Both his defense on Famagetti and in the post on offense. A couple early baskets for Smiley. Thomas wanted the moving screen, didn't get it. Ball tipped around, it'll be Skipper basketball.
Not a great look there. Not really in rhythm. Not a good play for James Moretti. I don't think the coach of Cranston West is going to like that possession.
Kenny swings it to Lopez. Floater by Lopez is well short. Rebound collected by Galonio. He is having himself a basketball game. Grasso looks to push. Smith goes baseline, back out to Grasso, wide open look at a three, no good. And they out-hustle Galonio for the basketball, and Kenny's gonna bring it up.
And Peterson did a great job there beating his man down the court, giving Mason a chance to find him. He didn't that time, but he will next time down, definitely.
Kenny splits 3 guys and gets fouled there. When the Skippers are tied or in the hole early, Mason Kenny starts to go to the basket, and that is just what this team needs right now.
Exactly. Mason's best strength is going to the basket, getting fouls. And Mason, when the game's not going NK's way, Mason's the guy to dig him out.
And Izzo checks back in, replacing Lopez. Kenny J.O. wanted the 3, he got his look, and he got it.
All of a sudden, Justin O'Connor has become the three-point specialist.
When did the Skippers sign Reggie Miller, Scotty? I missed the memo. He's been taking 1 or 2 threes a game in the last few games, but he's been knocking them down. It's encouraging. Big 3 by J.O. gives the Skippers the lead. Hopkins tries to answer the favor, he can't. Big Red with the rebound.
The thing about J.O. shooting the 3 is every game now he's gaining more and more confidence. And now he's wide open again.
He wants it. He got it!
Oh! There we go, J.O. There we go!
Justin O'Connor lighting it up early, and just like that, a 6-point, 16-10 Skipper lead. J.O. active on defense now too, as he always is, and there's the foul. And 1, they'll count it.
NK's got to make an adjustment on the blocks.
They're a post team. First and foremost, they're a post team.
But they haven't seen anyone that's as the combination of height and strength that this guy has.
Horn will check back in for Big Red. And you're right, they haven't seen teams that can match their strength inside yet. And even when we've seen teams with big players, those players like Mason Choice and Mangum last game with Central played in the perimeter. So Skippers are trying to get adjusted early and learn how they have talented big guys, but big guys who haven't played against other big guys inside. But nonetheless, 3-point Skipper lead, Scotty. This team knows how to win right now. Good pass by Anderson into Horn. He scores easily.
Really nice move there. And just like we said, we're having trouble defensively. I don't think anyone for Cranston West can stop.
And you know how I feel about Dom Anderson. Grace and toughness. Nice floater by Smith.
Exactly. Dom and Jamel. No one can stop Jamel on the blocks offensively.
I'm telling you, it's a construction company. Anderson and Horn Construction. J.O. for 3 again. Oh, and he got it! Justin O'Connor could light up a Christmas tree right now, Scotty.
J.O. is on fire.
3 for 3 from 3. Just call the kid 3. And a tough foul call inside. It's on Anderson. You know what? It's a foul, but that's his job. Dom's in there to throw his weight around a little bit, let him know who's boss, and he did that.
Exactly. That's what he's in there to do. Play physical, not let him get any easy layups.
Make Colonial earn it. He's been having a couple layups inside. He's gotten some good looks inside, throwing his body around in there, so make him earn his points to the stripe.
Exactly, and let him know that every time he's going in, he's going to get smacked.
That's right, and smacked hard if it's Anderson. And with 6 minutes to go, just about 6 minutes, a 21-16 Skipper lead thanks to the hot shooting of Justin O'Connor. Like a meteor shower tonight out of J.O.'s hands. The playmaker is at it.
What was he having for dinner tonight?
I don't know. Let me get some of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Tough floater by Kenny, short. Izzo goes to the ball, can't collect it. Smith comes away with it for West. Looks like he traveled. Mayo, no. Horn with the rebound. Thomas wants Mason to push, he does. Up ahead, O'Connor, tip pass. Razzle dazzle!
What a pass by Justin O'Connor. He's doing it all right now.
Justin O'Connor putting on a show, and he has awakened the Skipper faithful here tonight.
You know, and all of a sudden the energy is finally in the gym.
And you look up and hey, this place is a lot more filled out than we thought.
Exactly.
Finally hear some noise and the seats are a lot more filled up, huh? But Justin O'Connor, I'm just glad his Red Bull's on my table. I'm glad he's on my side. You don't want to be facing this kid right now. He checks in for Justin O'Connor, and he gets a standing ovation. Sky's giving him a standing ovation. If I didn't have to talk right now, I would be too.
Way to go, J.O.
I'm sure we will see more of him.
Exactly. J.O.'s having a heck of a night. You can't leave him on the bench for too long. He might cool off.
And what a big boost he's given this team. His 9 points, the one reason, he has single-handedly put the Skippers in the lead. Famagetti tries going baseline, he gets fouled. And I believe it's going to be on Smiley. It's on Horn. Smiley was pleading his case, and they gave the foul to Horn. No, it was Will. That's what I thought. You heard it here first, Scotty.
Oh, wow. We got to...
No, it wasn't. They made a mistake. It was to Will. The foul is on Smiley after much deliberation.
No, they're checking right now.
Problem with the foul there.
The foul is on the floor. And West inbounds after the foul confusion. I'm just about getting over it. Famagetti to the basket. They're no good, and we need Horn to rebound the basketball. 17 rebounds last game for Jamel. Mason crossed up Famagetti on the way by. And he'll work on Matthew Clarkin, who just checked into the game for West. Looked like a clean block, but the foul was called.
You know, it's unfortunate for NK that besides for J.O.'s threes, like Mason, hopefully Mason can start heating up because he was on fire last game against Central, and so far he's 0 for 2 maybe.
So far he hasn't had to, but
exactly.
You know Mason. When Mason has to score, he will. Mason says, get on my back. Let's go. Smiley's first free throw is good. He extends the Skipper lead to 7 with 4:53 to go here in the first half. A 24-17 Skipper lead. And Smiley will have a second free throw. Anderson out, Big Red back in the game for the Skippers. Clarkin just in the game, comes away with it. Izzo locks him up quickly. What do you know? Izzo locking someone up. That's nothing new. Izzo's got Grasso now. Jamel out on the perimeter. A new situation for him on Mayo. Mayo tries to screen Smiley. Smiley says, I will have none of that. Tough floater by Famagetti. No good. Great rebound by Jamel. He collects it. Looking for a guard. Gets it off to Mason. He'll set it up. With a 7-point Skipper lead, Kenny will set things up slowly. Jamel shoots right away. Rebound by Big Red inside. Looks like he got fouled. No call. It'll stay Skipper basketball. That's some consolation, but it looked like Jamel got hit hard.
Yeah, and that was a heck of a rebound there by Brad Peterson.
Excuse me, Brad got hit hard.
Yeah, Brad had a good rebound there in traffic. Looked like he got hit.
Into Izzo. Kenny wanted the 3, thought about it, doesn't take it. Smart to kill some clock here. You got a 7-point lead, 4 minutes to go in the first half.
Exactly. You want to get your shot.
Kenny. All kinds of N1 mixtape stuff on Clarkin. Nice take by Smiley. You can count it.
Really strong move to the basket. Way to absorb the contact and still finish through the foul.
Smiley gets contact. He absorbs it. Smiley's a contact sponge. Goes up hard, absorbs the contact, finishes.
I can see him in a commercial already for that.
We got Anderson and Horn in a construction commercial.
Exactly.
Now we got Smiley in a cleaning products commercial. What's next, Scotty? I can see you doing some modeling too. We won't go there.
No, let's back to basketball.
And a 10-point Skipper lead, 27-17. 3:50 to go in the first half. Izzo doing a good job on Grasso out on the perimeter. Smiley's still on Famigelli, doing a good job.
Famighetti's their most potent scorer here, and they're having a tough time getting him open looks.
Credit Smiley. Clarkin tentative to shoot, goes inside to Mayo, and tough roll. Good rebound by Big Red. The Red Mountain to rebound, back in action. Tough pass up ahead to Izzo. He gets up, gets swatted, and got hit. No call. Thomas wanted the foul.
Really nice outlook pass, though, there by Mason. Almost a three-quarter court pass, and gave Izzo a chance at a layup.
Kenny's probably the best I've seen at throwing that outlet pass. If that's not especially, I don't know what it is. I guess scoring is.
He's got a lot of
He has a lot of
talent.
That's right.
He's just a good basketball player. The complete package.
Just like you, Scotty.
Alex, you're flattering me too much. You gotta stop.
Please stop blushing.
There it
Kenny
is.
for three. Put it on the board. A 30-17 Skipper lead, and out of nowhere, this Skipper team builds leads in a hurry, and they're up by 13. Deep by Smith. Smile will hold it, kill some clock. Kenny will set it up. A 30-17, 13-point Skipper lead, just under 3 minutes to go in the first. Pearson, that's his shot. No good. Smiley over the back on Smiley.
Tough foul. Gotta love the way he crashes the boards, though.
And slowly but surely, the fans must have gotten the memo. The Lenore Cranston Gymnasium is filled out, and it is a nice sight to see.
The more you win, I think the more fans are definitely going to come out and support the team.
I would hope so.
Especially next game.
Next game, up at Hendricken, but I'm sure Skipper fans travel well.
They do.
They should be up there.
Especially when it's to...
when it's Hendricken. They travel well to anybody else. When it's Hendricken, they travel exceptionally. They find ways to get there. Suddenly we have all these charter jets available. We're getting up to Hendricken. Any way to get there. And Ryan Eaton into the game for the Skippers, replacing Smiley. That free throw's deep. Good team effort. Big Red on the rebound assist, tips it over to Jamel. Jamel collects. Kenny will set it up. Eaton on the wing. Back to Kenny. Big Red inside. Nice shot. No good. Jamel's there.
Nice offensive rebound and putback by Jamel.
And there's a timeout by the Falcons. Suddenly overwhelmed by the 15-point Skipper lead, like a cyclone has come in here, the Skipper offense. Even without the sharpshooter O'Connor in the game.
You know, Justin really gave him a lot of energy when things were kind of static, not a lot of energy going on in the game, and J.O. hit a couple of threes, and all of a sudden, the gym's excited, the team's excited,
I'm excited.
We're excited.
You're always excited, but even Charlie over here is jittering with jitters.
The impressive thing about tonight's game so far is really a business-like demeanor from NK.
Yep.
They're a good team, they know they're going to win, they expect to win, and they just come out and they take care of business.
Almost, I know this is kind of a large comparison, but almost like the way you see the Celtics, except for
that's exactly what I was thinking.
except for Wednesday
actually.
night. But the Celtics go out, and it's a change from a few years ago. But now they come out expecting to win, and they just find ways to win basketball games, whether it's inside or like tonight outside with J.O.
And they don't need the crowd to be that emotional.
Right.
Because they feed off themselves. They know what they have to do, and they do it just like a business.
And if they do their job, the crowd will get emotional. And Pearson collects it, and they're going to call a jump ball. Famighetti was on the floor. Skipper fans not pleased. The stat stud over here not pleased.
Yeah, I don't know. We can't
He's a
keep
tough
that
critic.
kid happy all
He's
the
a tough
time.
critic. Eaton swings it to Kenny. Back to Eaton. They called the travel on Kenny. So after the Kenny walk, 2 minutes to go here, 32-17. Skipper lead. And West brings it up, looking shell-shocked. They're suddenly down 15 points, Scotty. Where did this come from?
You know, it's just been a consistent effort by North Kingstown.
Two words, not 2 letters. J-O. How about that?
That's a good one.
Swatted by Horn. And Famagetti plows him over. Famagetti pleading his case, but that was pretty blatant.
Nice play there by Ryan.
Ryan Eaton comes to the game. You can count him to take a charge. He'll go to the floor for his team anytime. You gotta love that, giving up your body for the team. Skipper faithful, very appreciative. Now our stat guy Charlie Marshall is saying it's the first charge all year. We'll confirm that.
No, that's not true.
If that's true.
No, it's not. From the first
At
home
home.
charge.
The first home charge all year.
There's a
Check the
special
11 o'clock
column.
Sports Center for that one on their bottom line, folks.
There's a special column for the
Hey,
first of
Charlie
the home.
Marshall said that. You know,
No, but give credit to Dom Anderson in the road games that I've been traveling
right.
up to. He's been taking many charges, actually.
this is a tough basketball team, and while that might have been the first home charge, I'm sure Eaton's proud of that. They have been taking charges, and they're a tough physical team. You know, a lot of times Horn's blocking shots so often and dominating inside, they don't even need to take charges. Rebounded by O'Connor. Reggie Miller back in the game for the Skippers. Out of retirement.
He's wide open.
Get him the basketball, Mason. He gets it to him.
He's
J.O.
feeling
will
it.
shoot it. Do I hear 4 for 4? No. And it went out of bounds. He wanted it. The kid's got to keep shooting, though. Can't be discouraged.
He's feeling it.
Smith working on Horn temporarily. J.O. picks Smith back up. Ryan Horner in the game for the Falcons, number 22. And that's Horn's second foul. And we're going to see Medeiros.
The 2-3 zone has been Cranston West staple, and nothing like a shooter to bring him out of it.
And Medeiros for Horn. That's a rare substitution.
That is, but Brad Peterson's still in there to clog up the middle.
Maybe we'll see Medeiros throw down.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
And the bank by Horner, did he call it? Oh, they're going to call a lane violation. Nope, that was the first free throw. But he banked the first one, didn't hear him call glass, tries to compensate. A little short on that one.
And more or less they're going to hold this for one shot.
Kenny will set it up, about a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here. And that difference not enough to let him hold the ball. Eaton up and in.
Nice shot there.
Nice take by
they
Ryan
got an easy
Eaton.
look with plenty of time on the shot clock and just decided to attack.
Well, comes around, goes around. Eaton takes the charge, then he scores. Good job by Eaton in the minutes he's getting here. Famagetti looking to do something. Eaton's on him. Thomas telling him to sit, stay back. He did a good job of that. Smith goes hard to the hole. Oh, get out of my house, says Big Red. The big bag Red says, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Get out.
He blew that one out of there.
I think that's our first fairy tale reference of the year.
I think
We'll
it
keep
is.
it at 1.
Yeah, I'm really not an expert on the fairy tale.
Up and in by the Falcons. J.O. puts up a half-court shot, hit the netting.
That was on target.
If not for the netting, maybe J.O. would have hit his 4th 3. But a good effort by the Skippers in the first half. Check that, a great effort. Talked about him, Mayo, and Hopkins. Combined, only 4 points between the 3 of them. So what do they need to do to continue to shut them down in the second half?
They just got to stay aggressive. They're playing great defense. The one guy for Cranston West that I didn't expect to step up is their other captain.
Galonio.
Galonio
with 13 points, and he dominated the post for the first part of that first half until the Justin O'Connor sparked run gave the Skippers the lead. So we'll see if they can contain Galonio here in the second half. Famagetti right off the bat, there's a bucket.
There he is, going inside, trying to get easy buckets, trying to get into the rhythm of the game.
And he cuts the Skipper lead to 12, and there was Ryan in with 2 points, Jamel had 4, Izzo with a bucket. There's 2 more for Horn with 6 now. Mason had only 5 in the first half. J.O. with 9 big points off the bench. Big Red had 4 points, and Smiley dropped 8. So a well-balanced Skipper offensive attack in the first half.
Exactly, and that's what they're so good at, is their ability to spread the D.
And Galonio right back at work. No good this time. Good D by Brad. Good outlet
Up
pass
ahead.
up ahead. They have Izzo. Izzo over Hopkins. No good. And they're going to call a charge on Izzo. That's a tough call.
He was a little bit out of control. I don't know if he knew exactly what he wanted to do with the ball. He knew he saw Jamel. He think he wanted to give him the alley-oop.
An extra pass might have been nice, but the key part of a charge is having your feet set. And I didn't see that on that play. But I don't make the calls. And Smith will bring it up. He's got Izzo on him, a 14-point, 36-22 skipper lead.
And there he is again, Chris Famagetti. Back-to-back buckets.
And the skipper lead cut to 12. Kenny coast to coast, no good. Brad got fouled on the putback. Big Red will go to the line for 2. And the skipper's up by 12 here. I would like to see them get out in transition and really push this game.
Exactly. They fell up behind early in the game by allowing
right.
Cranston West to control the tempo. They turned it up, and all of a sudden, North Kingstown had the big lead.
I also want to see more J.O.
When you're on fire, you got to play. Isn't that right?
Give the kid the ball, and in comes Anderson for Smiley.
You know what that's like to be on fire, have those games where you just can't miss.
That's right. Back in my recreation glory days, we won't even go into those at all. Nothing like your middle school glory days, which are far more glorious. Please, let's get back to this game.
Yeah.
Smith brings it up. Izzo still on Smith. Kenny on Grasso on the wing. And Horn following Hopkins around. Hopkins taking Horn outside. Good hands by Anderson. Goes to the floor. Look at Dom Anderson. Tying it up for a jump ball. Good hustle by Dom.
You know, gotta love the guys that just sacrifice their body
right.
to get on the floor.
Anderson Construction alive and well. Buy some stock in that company.
Yeah. Mason Kenny stepped out of bounds, and
That's tough.
they'll turn it right back over.
So with that jump ball, the possession arrow now with West, but they are down by 14 here with 14 minutes to go in the ball game. 38-24 skipper lead. Smith going to work on Izzo. Izzo locking him up. Another good defensive effort by Nate. Good rebound, Anderson. Tough pass up ahead. He forced it.
Nice save by...
Back into Famagetti. Tough floater. No good. Good rebound by Jamel. Gets it slapped away. Famagetti, no. No. And they're not going to call a foul.
They're going to let it get physical.
Mason draws contact. They're going to call a charge.
Now,
I'm sorry, but that is an outrage.
You questioned me about the Izzo charge, but that one was terrible. That one was terrible.
You hear Coach Gorman on the sideline upset, Coach Thomas upset, and it's hard to disagree. That was an awful call.
If anything, I was expecting a no call there based on what we saw on the other end.
And another foul on the skippers.
And all of a sudden,
I gotta watch myself here, Scott.
all of a sudden, though, Mason's got 3 fouls and he's got to
It's
get
a big
a timeout.
factor. The offensive foul was ridiculous. Four blocks now for Jamel Horn. Make it 5. Right on cue. He's good at that. Jamel's got good timing.
He does, and his ability to leap, his ability to use his hands really well.
Timing with the block. I also meant timing with the fact that we were talking about his blocks and he blocks his shot.
Good point.
He does it all. But you're right. He's got the art of the block shot down. He goes baseline. Don't let him do that. No good. Anderson had it.
Way to fight for the ball,
Back
Dom.
to Horn. Izzo collects. Pearson with a fresh clock out to Horn. Excuse me, Lopez. Lopez will take over the ball handling duties with Kenny out. Good take by Pearson. Izzo, nice up and under by Nate.
Nice play there among the taller players for Nate to use the backboard to get the defenders off of him.
And the skippers stretch the lead back to 16. Famagetti working on Big Red. Lob pass over the top. Hopkins. Good feed to Galonio.
Nice ball movement there by Cranston. Not much. We haven't seen much of that tonight, but
That was good interior
that was an
passing.
impressive possession.
And we know Galonio can finish. Anderson calls a timeout with 12:31 to go in the ball game. A 40-26 skipper lead, and Thomas calls a timeout. I've liked what I've seen out of the skippers out of the locker room, Scotty. You?
Absolutely.
And it'll be a full timeout by the skippers.
This is just like a business like we've been saying, a business performance tonight. Taking care of business, no razzle-dazzle, just coming out and playing solid basketball and having a 14-point lead pretty much the last 6 or 8 minutes of the game.
The only razzle-dazzle provided by the shooting of J.O. in the first half.
Right, J.O.'s had a surprise performance. We haven't counted on him to be a big outside shooter, but as the season's gone along, he's become a much better one.
Anything he can do really helps the Skippers' balanced attack, so I'm sure, how can the team not be pleased with it? Let the kid keep shooting threes if he's going to make them.
And he's getting more and more confidence, too. That's
a big part of the three-point shooting is confidence, and J.O. is brimming with it right now.
It's true.
And the Skippers come out of the timeout with Anderson, Peterson, Horn, Lopez, and look who's back in the game. J.O. Set some screens for that kid and get him the ball deep. He'll inbound. They probably will screen for him off the inbounds pass. Skippers will take the ball on the side. And it'll be Big Red to inbound with a 14-point Skipper lead, 40-26 with 12:31 remaining. And J.O. will set things up. They're giving Mason a break. Cord's on the wing. Horn, cross court to J.O. They don't want to force it. No time to force it. Right through Cord's hands, out of bounds.
Coach Thomas there wanted Dom to turn and face the basket, give him a better look at finding maybe Peterson down low, cutting for the rim.
Tough pass, tough catch. Not a good combination.
No, you want to get it the easiest as possible.
They need to just pound the ball inside right now. You're up by 14. You got Smiley, Big Red, and Horn in the game. The three-headed monster, as you like to say. Feed
Exactly.
the monster.
Go inside.
Feed the monster. Travel on Galonio.
Both teams wasted possessions back to back.
Smiley inbounds and West comes out in a press for the first time tonight.
They got to do something different. They're down by 14.
The Skippers welcome it. They're probably one of the best teams in the state breaking the press. Horn again out on the perimeter. Back to J.O. Smith's got him. Peterson wants the ball in the middle. Lopez for three. Got it.
All of a sudden, North Kingstown has decided they're going to be a three-point shooting team, and they're doing really nice.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Scotty, as you like to say from time to time. And the Skipper lead now at 17. Grasso with the ball on the wing. Tries to go baseline, tough shot. Nice take. We haven't seen much out of him, but that was a nice take. What were you saying?
This will be an interesting to see how they do against the press without Mason, though.
That's a good call.
They rely on him to bring the ball up against the press.
They're going to call a push off on the Skippers. And no calls going the Skippers' way. The refs are doing everything they can to cut into this 43-28 Skipper lead.
All right, Tommy Heinsohn.
Okay.
Was it a foul or not?
They called a
push off.
Yeah, push off on Peterson.
I'm Brad. Did you hear Tommy Heinsohn in the Wednesday night ball game?
I missed it.
The
What happened?
Bobcat Celtics game. He was freak. He was
you know
going
what?
ballistic.
I did hear about this.
He was going ballistic. He was asking the refs to leave. He was saying he was going to leave. Tommy was.
You know what? I'll never leave you out.
Tommy must have had
no matter
some
how
of
bad
J.O.'s
the
Red
refs
Bull.
are.
You'll never leave me. That's reassuring. I'll always have you by my side.
Really nice play there by
Up and in by
Galonio.
Smith. Galonio's doing it all for the Falcons right now, with Famagetti kind of being a non-factor. Somebody's got to step up, and even though they're down by 13, he's kept them even somewhat in the game. Tough take by Horn. Shouldn't have shot it. Thomas wanted the foul. Tough pass up ahead to Smith.
Oh,
up
nice
and in.
adjustment. Coach Thomas has got to take the timeout. Wants to get a little time to yell at the refs.
Thomas is barking at the ref a little bit. Let's see how this goes here. And it'll be a full timeout by the Skippers. Excuse me, a 30-second timeout. And an 11-point Skipper lead. It was 17 just a minute ago, so Thomas probably saying, guys, let's get the ball in the post here, play to our strengths a little bit. And
I would
why
think
not?
so, yeah.
You know, Shooting the threes for them well is a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing if they settle into that with a big lead. You don't want to settle into shooting threes when you're up big.
Exactly. That's something that you add on to your offense. That doesn't become the focal point of your offense.
This is definitely a post team first and a perimeter team second. They have to remember that.
Exactly.
The last call was a 3-second.
And to clear up the confusion earlier, Charlie has confirmed that the last call was not a push-off on Brad, as Scotty and I speculated, but rather a 3-second call. So sorry for the confusion if you're keeping score at home.
And Mason Kenny's
Smiley,
back in.
good pass off the horn, up and in.
Nice. That's how we run the fast break. And know why they run it so well? Because Mason Kenny's back in the game.
Good point. Mason makes it happen. Put that on a t-shirt. Famagetti working on Smiley. Tough floater, that was forced. Big Red says, that's mine.
Wow.
Clearing out space. He's got to get rid of the ball.
Nice
He does
job
to
there
Kenny.
by Brad.
Kenny knows what he's doing here. Off to Smiley, good pass, up and under by Will.
And there's Will's move. He's done that one at least 4 or 5 times in the last 2 games.
Will's got to get a patent on that move before someone else picks it up. He does a great job using the rim to block off the defender. Grasso trying to get by J.O. Goes inside to Hopkins, working on Horn. Famagetti, a deep 3, no good. And it's going to be Skipper basketball.
You know, and speaking of that T-shirt about, what was that? What'd you call it?
Mason makes it happen.
Oh, that's a good one.
You like that?
Know what? I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says "I bleed black and gold."
You too bleed black and gold. You actually fell and skinned your knee earlier, and there was a strange little pool of black and gold in the parking lot. I had no idea what was going on.
They thought it was Superman, but be reassured.
Then I remembered, you're Scotty Andrews. Skipper for life. And Charlie Marshall is beside himself. If our jokes are getting a little home, you can thank Charlie because he keeps us going.
We gotta get him that focus on the stats. Can't take his attention off of those.
He keeps things interesting. You gotta love him for it. Smith back out to Grasso. Grasso and Smith have been trading off the point guard duties tonight. And they've both been locked up, whether it's been Kenny or Izzo on them. Good job by Will and Famagetti. Good pass by Famagetti into Galonio. The up fake, he gets fouled. Good job by Galonio. A kid we did not hear much about coming into this game. He's a good player.
Exactly. He's been their best player by far tonight. He's done rebounding, hustle points, inside, garbage man. He's done it all.
He's a big kid, too.
Exactly. He's the biggest kid, both wide and tall, we've seen.
All year. You are exactly right. And Izzo back in the game for J.O.
Our big guys have wiry strength.
Right.
That guy has brute strength.
Yep. And Big Red using that long, lean frame to haul in that rebound. Thomas calling out signals. Good pass by Brad off to Will. Look at Will clearing out space.
Another big game for Will, and he's coming alive once again in the second half. He had a great second half against
That's 12
Central.
for Will.
He had 22 last game against Central, 12 tonight.
And Will scores points in spurts, so I'll have 4 points. Next thing you know, he's got 20. I'll take it.
Tough shot.
Tough shot is right. Tough on the eyes, Scotty. That was ugly.
That was ugly.
Mason right by 2 defenders. Famagetti drops back. He wants no part of Mason's quickness. Grasso taking a stab at it, though. Good, crisp ball movement by the Skippers. Tough pass by Izzo, collected by Smiley.
Will Smiley's become the focal point of the offense now, and he's got the ability to take over inside.
And all of a sudden, a 51-33 Skipper lead here and a full timeout by the Falcons.
You know, and Cranston West clearly isn't the powerhouse basketball team that they have a baseball team. We haven't mentioned this. They're the defending state champions in baseball, and on their team are Anthony Mayo, the all-state probably the best pitcher in Rhode Island,
right,
coming back, headed to Coastal Carolina next year.
He really throws low 90s, Scotty?
Definitely,
Kid
no
throws
question about
smoke.
it. And,
wow.
And not only is he got the fastball, but it's his off-speed. He's got a slider that's just nasty.
3 of their guys are all-state, right?
Exactly, yeah. Danny Hopkins was the all-state first baseman. He's got a nice lefty stroke, and Chris Famagetti plays the outfield, and he's got a big-time arm from right field.
So Famagetti's quite the athlete.
He is an athlete.
Star of both the basketball and baseball teams.
He's a great basketball player. He's a terrific outfielder. He's a good hitter. He's got great quickness as well.
And so a nice little hot stove talk for some of our fans at home.
Exactly. So
NK18, all the sports here, all of them.
maybe the basketball season won't be too happy for the Cranston West Falcons, but the baseball season sure is.
And we'll have our preview of the cricket team at our next time out.
You're the leading goal scorer for them, is that correct?
That was last year. I don't talk about last year, Scotty. That's enough on that. Theoretical teams now. What are we doing?
Famigletti.
Got
Boom.
it. There's a little taste of the Famigletti we heard about.
Yeah. NK's another great defensive performance on the scores for the opponent.
It's been mostly Smiley on him, and Smiley's done a great job. It'll stay skipper ball. Mayo not pleased with the Falcons, yelling out, "Are you serious?"
The whole Falcon bench, coaching staff, starting lineup, clearly disappointed with that
I would have
call.
teed him up.
You would have teed him up?
Don't talk to the
You've
ref
gotta-
like that. Jamel falls over. Oh my goodness.
How that wasn't a foul, I don't know.
Mayo pretty much shoved him from behind, but he stepped out of bounds after the foul, so I guess that makes sense.
All right.
I'll watch the
Your
sarcasm.
Wise,
Sorry.
Your wise humor.
I'm sorry. The refs have not been my friends tonight, Scotty. Nonetheless, I can't complain. A 15-point skipper lead with 7 minutes to play. Mayo, tough pass out to Clarkin. Famighetti baselining in. Now Chris Famighetti's playing a little bit. Up ahead to Mason. Don't let that happen. Grasso with no chance. Up and in by Kenny.
Textbook example on how to beat the press right there.
The magician showing he still has some tricks up his sleeve. Maybe we'll see a rabbit out of his hat soon. I don't know.
I don't know. Mason the Magician, I think that could be his T-shirt.
He is a magician. He's a magician that makes things happen, both ends of the floor. And their press break has been fantastic again tonight. Deep three by Smith. Look good in the air, no good. And Smiley bringing up and trying to get the ball to Kenny. Good call off to Kenny. Clarkin's got him. They pull back the press. Horn out on the perimeter again. Into Brad.
Nice
Good
cut.
feed.
Nice cut and nice
Big red
feed,
with
like
the
you
finish.
said.
Good cut, good feed, usually equals a good bucket. And with 6 minutes to play, a 17-point, 55-38 skipper lead. And we're in a dangerous spot here, at least for the fans, where I feel like the fans are getting too used to winning, Scotty.
That is a dangerous position to be in, but I'll take it.
I'll take it, but you don't want them to get complacent and not still be a presence at games just because the team's expected to win. That won't be a problem next Wednesday against Hendricken.
Hendricken brings out the best in the fans, but I agree. We're gonna have to maybe give them some incentive to be loud. Maybe it'll be your job to rile them up.
I can handle that. We gotta be careful what we say on the air in that game. We'll both be pretty riled up, I'm sure. We won't be on the air. It's an away game. I might bring a microphone. We'll see. Kenny setting it up. The Falcons have cut the skipper lead to 15. Kenny foul. They're gonna a moving screen on the skippers. They're gonna call a moving screen on Jamel. It's a good thing the skippers had this lead built early in the first half because these calls are not helping one bit.
You know what? They're just playing a little.
Clarkin gets a good look, no good. Rebound tipped around. Guess who comes down with it? Galonio. Up and in, and you can count it.
Tough kid right there.
I like him.
I do too.
I've seen a lot more out of him than I've seen out of Famighetti this game. Excuse me, Famighetti.
He would be. That's Jamel's fourth. Like you said, good thing NK built that lead in the first half because they've really
just
traded
about
baskets.
everything that could go wrong is going wrong right now for the skippers. So they got to lock down and pull out the killer instinct we've grown to know and love and finish this game off.
Galonio is really a talented inside post player, and if I'm Cranston West, he should get the ball every time down the court. inside, he's a presence.
The skipper's definitely keying on Famagetti, and if they're not keying on Galonio by now, they should, but like Will, he clears out space for himself. He's a big kid. He's bigger than Will, though.
Right. That's why he can be dominant.
Will's still the specialist at clearing out space. Will's got less to work with, Scotty.
That's true. That's why Will's more of an amazing basketball player.
That's right, Will's the franchise. His whole team's the franchise. Well-balanced attack, but Will's up there. And some misdirection.
Can't touch him like that.
Some confusion. The fans and the refs going at it a little bit.
It's getting chippy in here.
It's getting hostile.
Physical. At least the crowd's involved in the game.
That's right.
Now.
I'll take it.
They're being
I'd rather
active,
an angry
being
fan than a
passionate.
quiet fan, Scotty.
At least they're knowing. At least they're letting us know they're here.
That's right. Angry and loud, then quiet and quiet. Don't put that on a t-shirt, that was awful. Oh, I thought they were going to call an offensive on Smiley. I almost lost it. But it'll be a defensive foul. It was on the floor before the shot.
This is one of the more slow, physical games that we've seen. Not really high scoring. Teams battling inside, a lot of
That's right.
pushing, a lot of grabbing, and that's why we're seeing a little hostility.
The main
going
thing
on
is
here.
we're not used to this battle inside. Big Red gets hit hard. I don't know how Famagetti can complain on that. He slammed him. And with just under 5 minutes to go in the ball game, a 12-point, 55-43 skipper lead. And Galonio was out for the Falcons, excuse me. But he'll be checking back in after the free throw. They need him down the stretch. Big Red's first free throw is up and good. And like we said, Galonio back in for Mayo, Smith back in.
Out comes Mayo. He's a tall kid, but he doesn't have the strength, and he's not the type of interior player that Galonio is.
They need Galonio down the stretch, period. Big Red's second free throw's no good.
Galonio's got to have a double-double tonight.
I'm sure he does. Well, Charlie will get us the full stat wrap-up for the post-game show, I'm sure, but if he's not, he's close. Grasso trying to work on Kenny. Good crossover drill by Grasso. Can't finish. Guess who picks it up? Galonio. 3 guys on him. Probably could have called the foul on a couple of skippers. And it'll go on Anderson. With a 13-point, 56-43 skipper lead with 4:32 to go here. Galonio to the line trying to increase his point total, his team high point total. His first free throw is good, showing a little touch from the big guy.
I really like everything about this kid.
We hadn't heard anything about him prior to the game.
No, and obviously that was a mistake on somebody's. Definitely our fault. We should have researched him a little more.
Do our research.
Because obviously this isn't his first impressive game. This isn't a little flash in the pan guy.
That's right, he started.
He's a captain. In my opinion, he's clearly their best player.
They have him listed at 6 feet, but he is bigger than that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's just a big body inside.
He's tough and he's physical and he carves out space.
Right. And Mayo back in for Galonio. Only because of that foul, I'm guessing. And Izzo also back in the game. And both teams over the limit. Kenny shooting 1-and-1. First free throw is no good. Almost tipped in by West. And Grasso collects. Oh. 20 points now for Andrew Galonio, so quite a night, to say the least. Not so much for Chris Famagetti, though, who was the highly touted player for West coming into the game. And that'll be a foul on the skippers. It's on Izzo. It's 3 on Nate. 12 points to go here, Scotty. 12 points in the lead, 4 minutes to go. And are we at the point where a big three or a big play inside just about ices it for them?
More or less, the game's coming down to the stretch.
Especially after that missed free throw.
And Cranston West has really just traded baskets with NK this whole second half. They got to turn it up
Smiley
if
almost
they want
lost
to get
the ball,
this
gets
game.
it to Big Red. He thought about it. Thomas wants him to set it up, as they should, with a 12-point lead under 4 minutes to play. Inside
Nice
to
look.
Brad. Brad gets hammered. It's going to be on Mayo.
Really nice pass there by Will. Found the open guy.
Good job by Brad using the body. Big Red going up strong, getting hit. He'll go to the line. And Galonio and Mayo playing a little game of flip-flop here, in and out.
Well, offense, defense.
We know that far too well from our expeditions up to Providence for the PC games.
Yeah, we see that
Chuck
a lot.
Birch for Randall Hankey, Scotty.
Let's not get talking about that. You know.
And Big Red's first free throw, no good. Rebound off Anderson's hands, and again, Grasso collects. A couple long rebounds for Grasso here in the second
But
half.
while I am on the air, I will say I hate Chuck Birch. I'm sorry, but I just felt it was necessary.
Way to use your form for the right cause, big guy.
All right, now that we got that clear, let's get back to this one.
Our apologies to Chuck Birch's family and friends who may be listening on NK18. Luckily, we don't have sister stations. Or maybe they could pick it up in Providence. And you would be a wanted man. Oh my.
Why don't we get explaining into what we meant there by the offense-defense of Chuck Birch with the Randall Hankey.
Well, like we're seeing here tonight, we can do a little college comparison, which I'm sure Charlie loves. And it'll be you think you have a better defender, you bring him in on defense, and you think you have a better player on offense, you bring him in on offense. It's a pretty simple formula.
Especially in foul trouble, that's when you see it the most.
Right. But the reason you get so frustrated at Providence games is that Chuck Birch is not a good defender. So the whole offense-defense thing becomes a moot point if the defense portion of that can't defend. And that is why you
Exactly.
have
and that's
developed
why I
such
cringe.
hatred.
That's why I cringe whenever I see him checking into the game.
Oh, you
But,
are an absolute delight.
But my rant here needs to be ended because NK's still got a basketball game, a 10-point game with 3 minutes to go.
And a cell phone has gone on the court, and a girl from the crowd collects her smashed piece of electronic equipment. And luckily no players were injured. Oh, Jamel carried, and he was actually fouled. Fouled before the carry by Mayo.
Chuck Birch.
And it was on the floor, so Horn will shoot 1 and 1. And Horn to the line for 1 and 1, like we mentioned. And the Skippers will shoot 2 the rest of the way, Scotty. They are now, the Falcons are now in the double bonus. And Horn's first free throw is no good. Coach Thomas having a little playful bantering with the ref there before the free throw. I think the ref found it a lot funnier than Thomas did. The ref had a good chuckle at his apparent joke, but Thomas worried about winning the basketball game, as he should be.
That is the goal of the coach.
Thank you, Scott. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Chuck Birch and his possibly damaged ego. That's all I'm going to say. Famagetti thought about the three. In the corner to Smith. Smith working on Izzo. And we're a victim of these convincing Skipper victories because we end up going on rants that take us all over the place. We're talking about the Indiana Pacers last game. Talking about your hatred, your despisal of Chuck Birch this game. We're all over the place, but you know what? It's a good problem to have because it means the Skippers are usually winning the game handily.
Yep. And next game, I can guarantee, even though we won't be on the air, I will be focused 100%.
I probably won't even talk to you the whole game.
Probably not,
It's
because
fine.
I'll be defeating Hendricken personally in my mind as soon as the Skippers do it on the court. Nate has 4 fouls. He just came out of the game. Not a huge factor here with only 2.5 to go.
And an 11-point Skipper lead, yeah. Now a 10-point Skipper lead after Smith's free throw. You're on your game tonight, Scotty.
Thank you very much. I don't know if I should embrace that or be a little worried about the cynical attitudes of Alex Izzo.
I'm cynical tonight.
A little bit. You got a little.
Scotty, somewhere Chuck Birch is weeping because of you. Nice take by Smiley. And the skipper lead back up to 11. It was a 9-point game while we were just chatting, so luckily back up in double digits. J.O. maybe got tips on that ball. Back in the hands of Mason to break the press. Hit by Horner, no call. And he'll set it up. I try to keep it fair, Scotty, not cynical.
Thank you.
If the refs are doing what I feel to be a poor job and it's over the top, I will let them know. I'm not going to be offensive.
All right.
J.O. is getting hit by Horner. And J.O. tells Horner he's hit him in the face. J.O. lets him know.
J.O. says, "You're not Peter Manfredo, my pride of Providence."
And a full timeout by the Skippers. Too much fun tonight, Scotty. Too much.
Too much fun, but when you win, it's always fun.
That's right.
And that's
everybody
what the,
likes
fans,
a winner.
That's what the fans love about this team.
And finally, a buzz in the Lenore Cranston Gymnasium tonight. You can hear the fans buzzing a little bit. And with YMCA, nothing gets the fans more riled up than YMCA. But
maybe our cameraman could get you a picture of the girl dancing to his right.
He's got a little girl doing the YMCA dance. He missed his opportunity. Now he's following her, just walking down the stairs.
Oh wow, she was the spirit of the timeout.
We saw it. That's all that matters. Oh my goodness. Good to see someone still likes the YMCA dance.
It's a dying breed, no question. No question about it. I never learned that.
Scotty Andrews, you're a dying breed. Our cameraman, Zach Wallace, also thankfully a dying breed.
Cynical. Oh my goodness. All right, 1:48 to go.
If we have a photo opportunity with a little kid doing a YMCA dance, that's made for TV material, and it'll be West basketball. Back to the action.
Yeah, let's not turn the ball over here in the last 2 minutes of the game.
We're looking pretty good. Should be pretty safe here with an 11-point, 59-48 skipper lead, minute 44 to go. J.O. out, Horn out. Izzo and Anderson back in the game. Good pass by Smith. And a timeout right away by the Falcons, down by just 9.
He's a pretty good point guard, actually. I didn't hear much about him either, but
well, the main thing is he takes care of the basketball.
Right, he doesn't turn it over, and that's he's one of the, besides Mason, he's really the only point guard I've seen that can really dribble against pressure without rushing it or turning it over.
It's tough to compare him to Mason because Mason is...
No question Mason's by heads and shoulders above him.
By far, especially at breaking the press, but
he's
Smith's done a good job.
Point guard.
Yeah, and he's a relatively small kid. They have him listed at 5'8". It's probably about right. And hasn't looked overmatched, done a good job handling the ball, but the point guard can only do so much. The team has to perform, and the Skippers are a better team, at least play better as a team tonight, and their 9-point lead late shows that.
Who do we give the player of the game to tonight, in your opinion, Alex?
I don't know. I don't want you to have to call on me, but if you have to, I'm here.
All right. If I need you, I'll know you're not far away.
You know, I'm not going anywhere, Scotty. Don't really have the option. You know where I am.
What a pass!
Up ahead to Kenny. What an outlet pass. He got hammered by Grasso. Good foul by Grasso, though. He had to do it.
Yep,
had to be done.
Good foul, but doesn't take away that pass. Except
no, that was a fantastic outlet pass.
Shouldn't have been an assist. Unfortunately, it wasn't. It'll just go down as a nothing. No foul against Mason.
We'll remember it.
Well, I'll always remember that.
You and your photographic memory. First free throw's up and good by Kenny. Dom Anderson's going to replace Jamel. And Smiley back in for Lopez. Grasso feeds it up for the wing. Deep three on the way, and it's good.
And that gives a little hope to the Falcon bench. They were ready to pack it in, but that 3 down by 8 with 85 seconds to go.
And we've always said big players hit big shots, Scotty, and Family Guy hasn't done much this game, but his team needs him now, and that's a big 3.
That is a big 3. Down by 11,
it keeps the comeback,
them in the game.
it keeps it feasible. It's not completely out of the question. And a full timeout by the Falcons with their 8-point deficit now. And what is Coach Thomas saying to his players in the huddle? And what do you think?
Don't turn it over. Excuse me. Don't turn it over.
Do not.
You gotta make your foul shots. They're gonna look to smack us. We gotta be tough, strong with the ball, and hopefully we'll go to the line before we turn it over because they're gonna try and kill us.
And they can't get flustered by pressure. West is going to be looking to foul, so West will probably go for a steal first, and if they foul, they foul. They don't really care. So NK just needs to make sure on the initial steal attempt to take care of the basketball, and I'm sure no one's hands I would rather the ball be in if I'm Coach Thomas than that of Mason Kenny. The magician. See if that sticks. It's got a shot.
It has a shot, actually. I've heard some kids talking about it around school, actually. Maybe around the town will be the next step.
Oh, boy. Maybe I should announce my candidacy for the presidency, Scotty.
Whoa there, Alex. You didn't discuss with me prior to the game.
All decisions I clear with you first. I forget the protocol sometimes. And speaking of the magician, here he goes to the stripe with a chance to just about ice this game. He makes both. He got a 10-point lead, minute 20 left. That looks pretty good. I spoke too soon. The first one's no good. And even Houdini can't perform every trick perfectly, Scotty, but let's see if Mason can hit the second free throw. He does.
It's 10.
That's 10 points for Mason, but he's done it with more than the scoring tonight. If you're watching the game, you can tell that.
He doesn't need to put up big points for NK to be successful. Obviously, it's a benefit, but if he runs the point successfully, then we're in good shape.
Jo took over some of the scoring slack at the guard position tonight, so Mason could just take care of the ball. Nice move.
Oh,
wow.
My. Coach Thomas wants to travel, but all I see is a good move there.
Give Smith his props. Falcon or no Falcon, that was a spectacular take to the hole.
And whether Coach Thomas thought it was a travel or not, the ref is going to say that's a good play. So I'll say it's a good play as well.
The Falcons have a magician of their own. That would have made David Blaine proud, Scotty.
You have all these magicians like up your sleeve. What is this? Are you studying?
Just there's a lot in my head. And Mason's first free throw gets the roll. That really was a spectacular take by Smith.
It was.
That was a pro quality spin move. You don't see those very much at the high school level, but that was an impressive take. Second free throw by Kenny is up and good. The skipper lead grows to 9 with 50 seconds left, and those free throws should just about do it, but we'll see. The Falcons have any magic left. Smith should probably just shoot it. Tries to go by as though he does. No good. Rebound by Galonio. Can't get the roll. He'll go to the line. 35 seconds left and a 9-point, 64-55 skipper lead. Galonio to the line for 2. First free throw is no good. Horner, and we're going to also see Clarkin checking back in the basketball game for the Falcons. They replace Hopkins and Grasso.
And not much enthusiasm about this win, but know what? You don't need to be enthusiastic about every win. You just got to win them all.
A win is a win, and there'll be plenty of enthusiasm next Wednesday against Hendricken, so we can save it for then, Scotty.
Exactly.
Big rebound by Big Red, and he's fouled.
And the fact that there isn't that much enthusiasm just shows how business-like this team has become.
Right.
They expect to win, and they just keep on going.
It's gotten to the point where it seems like the fans are taking wins for granted, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
We just got to keep the spirit high.
We're a spoiled bunch of fans. We have a amazing soccer run to the championship, and now this basketball team looks well on its way to a fantastic season. We won't go into jinxing or anything, but this team could be special, Scotty.
Exactly, and the game against Hendricken's going to be very telling because we know they're one of the top teams in the state.
Right.
And
it's also on the road.
Exactly, on the road against maybe the best team. We got a chance to knock them off and say we're the best.
That's right. Should be one heck of a matchup, and I'm sure these guys will get up for it. No problem. Big Red's second free throw is good. And that's 10 now for Peterson. A good game by Big Red. Solid on the offensive end, defensive end. A usual good post performance by Big Red. The Red Mountain to rebound, taking care of business inside. And Hopkins looked to maybe have traveled. Famagetti, no good. Smiley collects it. He has Horn up ahead. Anderson up ahead. And Izzo up ahead, but he gets fouled. And Jamel throws down after the whistle blows just for kicks because you know what? He can.
Not sure the ref loves that, but
No. You know, for all the refs done tonight, I don't care if he loves it. He can hate it for all I care.
can hear the Cranston West coach is very upset about the dunk, but it went unpunished, so no big deal here.
His team is down by 10, and there are 13 seconds left.
He should be a little more worried about his team rebuilding after this loss.
Yep. Gotta blame something.
Maybe he should look inward. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't say it.
Good point. I retract that statement because I probably get in trouble about it.
And because you can't afford as good as a lawyer as he can, probably, Scotty.
No question about that.
We don't want any legal action taken on
I
you.
do work as a tennis instructor, but doesn't pay that well.
Not as well as it used to. Ryan Eaton and Mark Medeiros checking in the game, replacing Jamel Horn and Dom Anderson. Great job by both of them inside tonight. A lot of toughness. Smiley's second free throw is no good. Eaton battling Hopkins for the rebound. The Falcons come away with it. Inconsequential as time ticks down here. Foul called nonetheless. 5.9 to go here, Scotty. This 10-point lead looks pretty safe.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Looks like NK is just going to continue that winning streak that started with South Kingstown and it's just kept on going.
J.O. inbounds to Medeiros. They want him to shoot, but that would not be acceptable. And the Skippers close out an impressive 6